Hi, cellos. I'm on page 40 and 41 now. We're going to be talking about staccato playing. We're talking about hooked bowings with an even bow stroke. In other words, it's divided evenly or unevenly, like in waltzing bows and Pop Goes the Weasel. Number 176, Pop Goes the Weasel, is a test song, and I will also be playing for you the skill builders in the gold box on each page. Here's 167. Staccato means to space the note with a little bit of silence, a little slice of silence on each side. So it sounds like this. 1, 2, ready, and. If you thought that it sounded like pepperoni pizza, you'd be right. Starting up bow on the Arkansas Traveler, this is also known as I'm Bringing Home a Baby Bumblebee. 1, 2, 3. And now the skill builders in G major. 1, 2, 3, 1, ready, and. Whole 3 beats. One, 2, T, 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 T. Still in 3/4 time, but now we're adding slurs. The one that will trip you a little bit is measure 2 because it's on a string crossing and an up bow. So let's look at that. 1, 2, 3. The trick with 171 in measure 2 is we want to change the bow when we change strings, but the slur marking makes that not possible for us. So if you would like to do this, and this is maybe something that you could try, is to make yourself a tunnel. In other words, put your 4th finger down on your G string and lift up your arm a little bit so that the fingers aren't touching the D string at all, and then it would sound like this. Okay, and that way you could get out of the way of the D string. Let me show you that one more time from the beginning. And that's just called a tunnel, when your fingers are still on the string and you're playing on a different string, okay? And that makes it easier for you to get back to the next note. Number 172 in 2. 1, 2, and 1, 2. And now that scale in 3/4 time with staccatos. 1, 2, 3. Reviewing the hooked bowing on top of page 41, remembering that a hooked bowing is nothing more than 2 notes, 1 bow stroke with a slight stop in the middle. Okay, and that's how a hooked bowing is performed. We're going to do that on number 174, and at 175 I'll show you what's different. Here we go, 174, 1, 2, 3, 4. In waltzing bows, instead of dividing the bow into halves, and each half, the stop is in the middle, when we play waltzing bows and Pop Goes the Weasel, we have to divide our bow into thirds. So it's going to be 2/3 and 1/3. Okay, on an up bow, it would be 2/3 and 1/3. Okay, so you have to learn how that feels. So I would do it on an open D string first. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And the more bow you use, the more it will come to you easily. A lot of students make the mistake or error to use a small amount of bow. You actually need a lot of bow on this to help you with the rhythm. Okay, here we go. Waltzing bows. 1, 2, 3. Several times to get the feel of it. And then Pop Goes the Weasel is just like you remember it from maybe kindergarten, but I want you to play it slowly until you really get the feel for it before you try to make it fast. It goes like this. 1, 2, 3. Hold 3 beats. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now you know how that goes and how it's learned, but now let's play it where it's more fun and more like the song we know. Okay, build up carefully and slowly to that. Don't try to start with it. 177 to 180, C major scale. 1, 2, 3. T, arpeggio, and 179 and 3. 1, 2, 3. Once again, there was a string crossing slur. That's measure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's on an up bow. It's a little awkward, but do try to do it. And number 180, last but not least, 1, 2, and staccatos, and F natural.